See, they're supposed to be on like posts that would raise or lower them. I wasn't quite sure what to do with this area because it's got that like inverted ramp kinda. Ooh, I can get a fully reloaded shotgun now. Beautiful. Yeah, these like blinds. I put them there because I just couldn't find a way of hiding these sleeper spawns from popping in as you approached it. You could sometimes see them through the window, so that's why they're there. So if you're a blinds harvester and someone comes back here, you probably see it, but that's the the price you pay with sleeper volumes. But a lot of people give them crap because they're difficult to use, and it's very hard to get them to work without them being noticed by the player. But at the same time, this POI would not, it wouldn't be possible to do the way it is done right now without sleeper volumes. If you had to spawn all of these sleepers like the old way of just spawning all of the zombies in a POI at the same time, that's somewhere between 500 to 1,000 zombies. So you would either have to just put as high as you can get away with and have a really low frame rate, which it pretty much does by itself already, or alternatively you could just not have sleepers in it at all and make it a unoccupied prefab hidden stash there, if you were watching. Hint hint. But yeah, they're a pain in the ass to use, but they do have some positive traits. I've tried my best to keep the sleeper spawns down to a minimum at any one time, so I've used many volumes to the point where I was actually getting to some sort of limit, and it would cause some of the volumes to act really strangely, and determined that anything beyond 250 volumes and you start running into issues with volume weirdness. It's difficult to explain because they act so irrationally when you approach them, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I try and keep the volumes small, and each individual volume doesn't spawn that many zombies compared to vanilla, where vanilla it's like 10, 20, 30 zombie spawns, but with mine it's like 3 or 4, but there's many more volumes. I think it's better for performance, though I haven't actually tested other than creating one volume and just encompassing the entire carrier with one volume. But I don't know if it works better with fewer volumes but more spawns versus lots of volumes and tiny spawns. But I assume the way I've done it's better for performance, having small volumes that have fewer zombies spawned per volume. Yeah, you can tell I'm not a great public speaker, that's for sure. No one's ever accused me of being Captain Conversation. But yeah, that's the landing boat storage area. And you've probably noticed there's ducting all over the hangar bay, and I thought it was a cool thing to include. Like you can even go inside the ducting of all the carrier and there's like secrets as well in the ducting. And see, when you go through them at night, it's so creepy. And when a zombie comes around the corner in the ducts and you've only 2 ways to go in front of the zombie or run back the way you came, it's pretty fun. Now I'm trying to think of how can I get to the secret with, actually it's nearly daytime so I won't need to worry about that. So let's just scrap some stuff. Go back to the chest and dump some stuff. Because it's about to be daytime so I can explore a bit more freely. Let's get something to eat. Eat some of that. Right, sorting time. Let's continue with the clearing of the carrier. So yeah, let's go up in the ducts, because I was talking about them, so I might as well go up and have a look. I don't think I put anything over there. There's someone here. Yep. Did I put anything up here? I don't think I did. No. But there is something over here. Ooh, what could be down here? Food, apparently. Speaking of which, let's get some water. Let's put our XP glasses on. I really hope I find a machete. That was pretty lucky. The last game found a purple machete and night vision. So this is under the island. So the staircase going up to the island is on the right. And this is like a... I used to have windows here, but then later on in the design I closed them off. And it's kind of like a... This part's like a elevator control for the big lifts where they put the jets on. They can take them up and down from the flight deck down to the hangar bay, but they're all buried under the snow drifts. Oh. More secrets, ahoy. Let's put my looting goggles on. Switch back to the XP. Yeah, I'm one of those min-maxers. There's the other side of that collapse bit. Oh, that's good. I'll need that. I'll take that. And need a couple more points and then we can get another level of lucky looter. It's this way you want to go. Here's an open bit in the flight deck. So you drop down here, you can enter the carrier this way if you wanted. Here's another damaged section. And now we're going to go to that front bit where we got to just before we switched over. Oh shit, I went in too much. Quite a few in here. And this is the vehicle bay road, as I call it. Now, a real carrier probably wouldn't have something like this in, but when I was building it, I quickly realised that this thing is huge. So I was like, well, why not have like a vehicle sort of bay where they kept vehicles like tankers and like Humvees and even tanks. But yeah, I think in real life tanks would be far too heavy for most helicopters or planes to carry. So if they wanted to actually have tanks on here be movable by air, they would likely have to clear all the jets off the flight deck and have a big bird come down to take down the tank. And yeah, I don't think they would actually bother in real life with a tank or something. But yeah, like I said, it's a lot of space and you have to come up with something. I was determined to fill it out as much as possible. I looked up some stuff on carriers and such, and I was actually surprised about some of the things that are on there. Like some things you wouldn't immediately think, oh yeah, that'll be on a carrier. Like a post office. Like, it makes sense, but when you think of rooms in a carrier, a post office is not the first thing that comes to mind. And like a chapel and a dentist. So that was quite interesting as I was building, finding out all this stuff. It sort of feels like a school project, except it took 12 months and it's not. I think that's them all here. Here you can see the road that goes down. There's like a sort of side area that has just random stuff in it. Boom, I'm on a roll. I cannot be stopped. Here, let me help you, friend. Beep, beep. Come on. Fine, I'll go up there. Make me do it the hard way. I thought you'd wake up. Oh! Got a cheap shot on me. Oh, so did he. I'm pretty sure I cleared out here, didn't I? Yeah. He appears to be stuck. Yeah, sometimes they don't get on so well with the ramps. Right, where were we? I think we were down here. Need another skill point. You can see it's not running so bad when you're looting it, because they're not breaking, there's not like 10 million of them breaking everything. We're pretty solid 50. Well, I say that, it goes down. Pretty solid 50 most of the time. Boom. That's my stamina recharge. Ooh, missed. Yeah, I really prefer the machete to the hunting knife, but the hunting knife's not bad. It's definitely faster than the machete. I'm gonna come back here and get some food now. What shall I eat? Some of that, because I've only got one left. Let's make some arrows. Scrap that. Chuck that down there, chuck that down there. And we'll put our lucky goggles on. You know what I should make? I should make like goggles that are the same as the lucky goggles, except they give you one rank of sexual Tyrannosaurus, and just call them like Arabian goggles or something. That'd be funny. I should look into doing that. I tried to give the night vision goggles some like a buff to firearms and a buff to given XP, because that's usually when you've got them on when you're killing zombies in the dark and they don't have any other buffs, so you're missing out on potential XP from, because usually you see me play, I'm always switching back before, you know, I've got to min-max, so that's my rationale behind that. The XP works, I tested it, but I haven't been able to get the weapon damage to work yet. Now this is just like a corridor, it goes out to the different sections that kind of stick out. Like I don't know what you call the perimeter, it's like a little walkway that goes around the edge of the ship. Here's another sort of a lookout sort of area. Goes up there again, and then I think there's one more sort of a sort of radar station or something like that. Oh Jesus Christ!